Hi, and welcome to this short introduction of Navtilus' extension, SimpleAPI for Business Central. The main goal of this extension is to make it easy and simple to select the data you want to pull out from Business Central and then use them in Excel or Power BI. Once you have installed the application, go to your search field. In here, look up Simple. You can find the one called SimpleAPI Setup. Click on that one. Before we start, we recommend that you go over here and open your info box, since this one is going to be important later on. So back to the list. The first field we have in the list is called code. This one is your own private one, and you can name it whatever you want, just make it simple for yourself. In my case, I'm going to call it cost. Then in table number, I can select the arrow pointing down, and in here I can find all the tables from our Business Central. I'm going to select customer, which we can see here. Now I want to add some fields from my table to use. So I go to Setup Fields. In this list, I can use the field number, click on the three dots, and in here I can select all the fields from my table. I'm going to just select name here and press OK. This one brings it down here. In case I want to add some filters for them, I can apply filter, click there. And in here, I can put up filters in case I want some certain customers or posting groups or if they are blocked or not, and so on. I can also add a primary key and read only. In case I want to add more than just one field at a time, I can use the Add Field Bulk button in the top. This one is used as a normal Business Central filter, so you can use the normal standard lookups you have. In my case, I'm just going to press 1, 2 dots, and 20. Now I'm going to press OK, and as you can see, I now have the fields from 1 to 20 from my table. Once that is done, we go back. Now, over here at our info box, you can see we have a lot of different informations. In my case, I'm going to focus on this one down here. So I can go to the top, find my action. In here, I can use if I want a use a JSON, if I want to use an XML, or if I want to use a CSV. And as you can see, this one down here is changed from whatever I'm going to use. So we can select here. And this one we can copy and paste into the type or version we want to use. So if it's going to be Excel or Power BI, we can select here, select which one we have, and then copy this part and place it later on. I'm going to show this in a bit. In this part, I'm going to show you how you can export your data and use them in Excel. The first thing we have to do is we go to our SimpleAPI setup page again. We're going to go to Action, and we're going to click on Use JSON Power Query. Now, in our info box, we find this one, the one down here. We're going to click it, and we're going to copy it. Once that is done, we are ready to go to Excel. So we go open our Excel. We're going to go in here, find the data, the get data, and then we're going to use from another source, and we're going to use a blank query. Once that is done, in here we go to Advanced Editor. We are going to replace this with the thing we just copied and going to press done. In my case, I get everything right away. If it's the first time you use it, you might have to log in and get some privacy things. You can find this in the guide we have added. Once I have my data in here, I can click Close and Load, and now I have them in here. So I have all my data from Business Central in Excel. In case I want to refresh my data now and then, I can go to Data, and I can press this one, Refresh All, and this one is going to pull directly from Business Central and refresh my data in here in my Excel. This way, I can have my data from Business Central straight into Excel and keep working with them. Another way of using this extension is to export and use data in Power BI. Now for this, there's a lot of different ways to do it, like we have the Power BI connector and so on. All the different ways and guides can be found in our user guide we're going to add. But in my case, I'm going to go with the simple way. So in here for the SimpleAPI setup, I'm going to go to Action. I'm gonna use the XML. I'm gonna go down here in our info box and select this. And this part I am gonna copy. So I'm gonna go to my Power BI. In here, I'm gonna go for the get data. I'm gonna go for a blank query. And in here, just like the Excel, I'm gonna go find the advanced editor. And we're gonna replace this and we're gonna press done. Again, I get all the data right away. In some cases, you might have to log in or add some credential for your company in here before you're allowed to see it. But once you have allowed it and you have exited, you get all your data here. So you can close and apply, and all your data is automatically put into your Power BI, and they are ready to be worked with. This is the simple and fastest way to do it, and I would definitely recommend this way of getting your data into Power BI. The last use case of this extension might be for the more technical experts or your IT consultants, and is used in case you are using Power Apps in your company. So once again, you go to a SimpleAPI setup, you're going to go to Action, then select Other, and in here you can find the Export Power Apps definition. This one allows you to download a file you later on can upload into your Power Apps. Once it's uploaded, you're going to have to do some logins and accept some credentials. But once it's done, your Power App is able to pull out data directly from your Business Central. Now, we're not going to show this in this short demo, but you can find all this in our SimpleAPI manual we have added, and it can be found on AppSource and on our web page. For instance, we're going to go to here, select down here, and you can see all the way how it's done. So this concludes our demo. Thank you for watching.